Hello everyone. This video is to be the first video on the Chosen series that we have starting today. Um, Today's video is only going to be a description of how we're going to be doing this class, at least for this first season. At the end of the season, I'm looking for feedback from everyone to see how it went, whether we could do something different with it. This is something new we're going to try to see how this works, how this dynamic works in our congregation. For these next 8 episodes of The Chosen, these first 8 in season 1, we're going to do something that is sort of like what a small Bible class, an at-home Bible class almost, would be like, with a mix of a large Bible class that'll happen every Wednesday night. So let's start with what you do during the week. So during the week, starting from today until next week, Wednesday, your goal is to try and watch the episode for that week. So starting today, try and watch episode 1 of season 1 called uh, I've Called You by Name. Very good episode. Um, you'll find a link to their website where you're able to watch it. You can also, if you want to watch it on your phone, if you're just doing it by yourself, um, there's the app. You just look up The Chosen and you'll be able to find the app. It's called Angel Studio app, I believe is what it is. Um, but you watch the first episode, and I would really encourage you to try and watch it as a small group, whether it be just the people in your household, or if you want to invite friends over for this watch party in order to have other people there, to have different opinions, to have conversation about what's going on in the episodes. Um, Along with this, I have made a short um, little Bible class worksheet to go along with your watching at home. For the most part, it'll be very basic content questions about the episode, more just to help reinforce what goes on in the episode, so that way when we get to the actual Bible class next week, we won't have to walk all the way through it and refresh. The refreshing portion of that Bible class can be a little bit shorter because you'll have a worksheet that is already filled in all the information you really need to know after watching that first episode. There will be a couple of critical thinking questions, things to just really get your mind working, um, and discussing things with people in your group. That's why I'm hoping that you'll watch it as a small group with other people, because that way you can discuss things that happened in the episode. And these are just, again, bouncing off points for you to be able to discuss things. This is not as a homework assignment, but more just a helping along on discussions as you watch it together. At the end, you'll find some readings as well. This week there are 2 readings from Mark chapter 16 and from Isaiah chapter 43. I have those there because that way you are preparing yourself for this future Bible class that we will have next week. Those will really be the main things we'll be focusing on next week, talking about, okay, where do we see the Bible actually in this episode? What are we talking about here in this episode? How does everything sort of fit together? Along with this, I would encourage you to send any comments you have about the episode, any questions you might have about the episode, or any highlights, the parts of the episodes you're like, I really like this. I'd love to just talk about it, hear other people's thoughts on it. Let me know, because I just this is what this class is going to be. It's really just a discussion about the episode. I have some things that I will talk about as well, more getting more in depth with the episodes, but for now we're just looking at a basic overview of the episode, talking about the episode together. So if you have any questions or comments or parts that you want to highlight, please send it to me. Also, along with that, I want you to know that with this worksheet, if you would really like to have a physical copy of it, let me know and I will try and get it to you as soon as possible. It may be that on Sunday I will hand it out to those who have told me that they would like one. I would like to know by at least Sunday morning, so that way I know how many printed copies. I'll have some extras just in case anyone decides last minute they would like it, but otherwise I will be sending out the worksheet um, as a link in the below the video so that you can click on it and print it out yourself, or just have it there to ask and verbally go through it. It doesn't need to be filled out by hand. But now, let's get to this big Bible class. What exactly is it going to be like? When is it going to be? Well, I've already said it's going to be on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. I know that doesn't necessarily work for everybody, but I'm hoping that we can use that still as a bouncing off point, a place to start. Again, things can change as we go. I am open to suggestions about what will work and what won't work. But it will be live on YouTube, so it'll be very much like you normally see for Bible classes on Wednesday. And it will also be in person still, so you can come in and ask questions in person, have the discussions with us, and answer questions live. Since we will be doing that, my wife and I will also be watching along with The Chosen, and we will, in the future episodes, be watching them down at church. So if you wish to join us for that, we will be watching it still on Wednesday night. So what we'll do is we'll have the Bible class, and those who wish to stick around for the episode to discuss it with me and my wife, we will be at church watching the next episode pretty much immediately following that Bible class. Again, it's open if you wish to join us. Otherwise, feel free to watch it at your own time, on your own at your own leisure in your own homes. It is simply just an open invitation to all those who wish to watch it with us and discuss it with us. And again, I said that these Bible classes are going to be more in depth. So, what you're going to get in the worksheet, again, it's just basic content, some critical thinking questions, but it's not going to get into anything really deep or meaningful as you would normally get from a Bible class. But on Wednesday, we will be talking about things, and if you, when you read those two chapters from Mark chapter 16 and Isaiah 43, you'll see exactly what we're going to be talking about in the lesson and how it fits in with this week's episode. So I hope this gives you a little insight. If you do have any questions about how we are doing this, please feel free to email me and I will try and clarify it in the future and make sure that everyone is clear as to how this is going to work. Otherwise, have a blessed rest of your week in Christ, and I hope you enjoy this series as much as I already do.